name's Hassel of Water. I'm a disabled trans critic on the internet who writes a lot of skill reading games. And this is welcome to another episode of my series of videos on Q games you might have heard of. You might have not heard of, but that are extremely skill. This for tonight we'll play LSD Dream Memory developed by SMA Entertainment, but not in 1998, produced and created by Wales Osamu Sato. Subleased is the artist, musician, and very interesting person based part in the work we're living with the dreams, this documentary dreams, and the writer's dreams, and what they are. So the LSD is probably one of the most interesting games, not just in the PS1, but probably of all time. It's certainly one of my favorite games of all time, and I find it so interesting because often games are interesting because since they force interactivity, you can just since they are one of the reasons they are too interactive, you can really play all that and most games don't. You know what I find so interesting about SD is how people isn't interesting. It's interesting between the absurdity, not absurd, but the weirdness and dreaminess of dreams, and just the never knowingness, the kind of just anything and happiness of dreams, and just forces you to interact with that. You mostly just won the game, you cannot do anything else. It's just one. Maybe just as you cannot attack. Just I guess in a way at the NPCs in the game. But they don't attack, they just kinda interact with you in a way that gives you just interact. And you know, and you just move by pressing forward. You don't access it, and it's extremely stiff. You know what? You could say a game like this is very weird to play because you just interact. You walk very slowly in a just by pressing one button. But I think what makes actually so interesting is like it kind of forces you to do that, like a lot of PS1 more of the more experimental games of the PS1 catalog. It kind of uses its stiffness, its weirdness, its suckiness, its datedness to play around and really make what really fast to play to like interact with the world in a way that's not just like press a button or something. just like in a way making you in a way have to deal with just the stiffness, not just the stiffness of the gameplay, the weirdness of how it works. That's just the whole situation. Is that what you're looking for? Like in the dream, the multiverse in the stream, when you say anything, can just function as just very bizarre. They are just collections of things, collections of sounds, of images, of things they're not really how things just so weird experiments. The soundtrack often just going from like from just weird from like with soundtrack from using Sato's like experiences like in that as an I guess as a musician with these very like ambient sounds, very ambient sounds, often sometimes creepy. Often creepy, just unsettling in a way that's what it's a dream like, just feeling like feeling of being absorbed, but also a weariness and a sadness to it. Yeah, sometimes just one of sounds, everything from trains to everything. You know, there's a but there's just such a I guess you can say overall tone and mood of of calm yet unsettlingness. Like in a dream, nothing really kills you, attacks you, but at the same time, there's just a feeling of being like absolutely surreal and bizarreness, just having no way to interact. You cannot really just like not press the thing, the button, you know, okay, to get like a story on event or mode, but something you just have to interact with it. By the game just giving you this smooth atmosphere and just this overall kind of weirdness and stiffness, forces you to have to actually interact in inventory with what you are right now, just seeing, just things, just seeing, being, and just being part of this mood in a way you are outside because it's so bizarre. You can know that it's not, of course, like you think, of course, it's just an absorbed by the bizarreness, but things like in a weird way, you walked in and outside of the picture. like in a way, it's just so. It's at the same time so atmospheric and moody, but at the same time so chaotic. But because in a way of doing, like in a dream, you just feel so much. There's a sense of like confusion, and like mixing and messing stuff. And there's not just one thing going. There's a million things going. There's always a chaoticness to that. To dreams, even the most stable normal dreams can just be a combination of feelings, of emotions, of stuff. That's what NXT just kind of makes works, is that feeling of absolute chaos of weirdness of bizarreness, but in a way that makes that really like feels like it, like feels like just experience, if not like a weird thing, just the it's just the like feeling of dreams, just the emotions of dreams, just the weirdness of dreams, and just in a way making you have to just by the weirdness and stiffness and everything about the situation, about how just you walk in the game, about how just even touching one will like make you go to another separate part of them. There's just something so interesting about just how in a way you can see as hostile, the game is in a way hostile to you, but that's forcing you to just actually concentrate the weirdness in a way that you will elaborate. The way they just always make you go, do I want to go? Do I want to see more of this? Do I just want to see the weirdness of sort of move the feelings? From just the, in a way, like I already talked about the language, I already talked about it, just even just the PS1 is the thickness of the graphics looks so good because it gives you just this even more dream-like, even more eerie, unsettling, and sometimes just kind of atmosphere because it's so abstract. It's always so abstract that it helps just keep this abstract dream-like mood and weirdness. it's just one of the more praised the soundtrack of this game. It just adds in not just for rhythms, just another very good soundtrack. I would recommend people check out like Osato's work in music. It can go everything from a lot of it. Everything it can go from like ambient to full on electronic to just even funky beats with some funky electronic music. And it's so bad the sound it's just at the same time is very interesting how it can switch and also maintain an effective mood energy and use a stoner. It kind of in a way fits so much, like this bad type of stuff feels just so diverse and it makes the idea of dreams, the idea of like various emotions, feelings, ideas, just your subconscious letting it all out, which can result in extremely just kind of boring stuff to just weirdness of just emotions, ideas, thoughts. And in a way, just the way I actually just really perceive it, stuff like the ST, and just the game itself, just kind of what I got this game when I was just like a 16-year-old, like he's still just getting into the idea of like weird games and that stuff. Like it's just no way when you appreciate just that's just stuff that's real, stuff that really like makes you just as forces you the interactivity for games to interact in ways that you don't really think like you know it's just not this it's not even just I don't know, especially when it's not service, it's not like I don't think like normal combat or something it's good, just it forces you in a way to consider what possible other ways that a player can interact, what other way games can be used and just in a way, not just in that way it makes you think, that's the way it makes you really look at what games are possible. Not a pretentious way, but then you just if you can use this, and even what you consider datiness about real concept, and again that came out at that time, and its datedness may have helped even make it work in a lot. But what can you possibly do with like newest games or even just how we look at oldest titles? What can we possibly look as a medium, even just somewhat, still, I guess, mainstream gameplay wise? How can you use these elements? And I just find stuff like this so interesting. Not just in its atmosphere, it's not just how it forces us to think what is with like dateness, what's like really dated game, what's like by graphics, like what's like not even is like what we think it's like good game or good gameplay game, like this has very unique gameplay and just still forces you to interact in a lot of ways. But just moving in other ways that you really don't see, but just the most high speed ups and just still being so awkward and weird. The constant running, it's just I just really appreciate stuff like this team, not just in what they try to do, but just in a way of making me appreciate even more what we can learn from old media. I really recommend people say other works like stuff like Eastern Mind, The Last Souls of The Last Souls of Tomorrow, and other stuff like that. Okay. In a way, I've seen, not just in a way like this is like true art, in a way, just saying what game. What a lot of very interesting people, not just one person, because just what a team of very interesting people can we play with in a truly interactive video games. Like these things about my videos. For playing a lot of stuff. I stream, of course, obscure games on my Twitch channel. That's nice for water. And on Twitter, Alice1, and I have a Patreon that I will link in the description. Thanks everybody for watching my videos and anybody that just interested in obscure media. And I hope you have some very good dreams and some very good days.